What does this mean for our nurses who either have a priority date that is current or that is not current? Can you explain a little bit about that, Mike?
Sure. So if your priority date is current and you are waiting overseas, then you are now eligible for an interview to be scheduled, or if an interview's already been scheduled, and then you were put on hold, you're eligible for your immigrant visas to actually be issued. You're eligible to get your stamps in your passport. If you are not current and you are overseas, you should continue with what you're doing, whether that's going through the MVC process, responding to a 221G if you already had an interview, whatever action you were taking before, you should take now. If you're in the US and have a 485 pending and your date is now current, it means that you're eligible for either an interview, or in the US, a lot of 485 interviews are waived for employment-based workers. So it is possible that you could simply get an approval without having an interview. So the bottom line is that if you're across the current line and your priority date is now current, then action can happen on your case. I think that's kind of the key phrase.
Okay, and let's take it one step back, because I'm seeing in the comments that there are a lot of new viewers, and we don't want to assume anything, but even for me, this is a whole new language. Priority dates, visa bulletins, there's a lot of terms, there's a lot going on. It can kind of make your head spin a little bit. What does priority dates even mean? What is that date, Mike?
So the priority date is, in simple terms, the date you got in line to get an immigrant visa. If you're a registered nurse or a physical therapist, that means the date that your I-140 was filed is your priority date. If you're a med tech or some other allied worker, the date your perm application was filed was the date you got in line. So that priority date is your date. It's a personal thing that kind of that shows where you show up in the line. So if we're looking at the October dates and you're from the Philippines and you have a date that is November of 2021, then you're going to be current because you are in line prior to the priority date of December 1st, 2021. If you have a date sometime in 2022 or 2023, you are not current. So you are not at the front of the line. You are still in the line waiting.
Okay. Thank you, Mike. That's very helpful.